Alright, we're saying goodbye with all of our garbage. Bye bye, house. Bye bye.
I can't figure this out.
I don't know why it freaking goes so fast.
a little wild today. Anyways, we managed to get a row rototilled. You can hear over the wind. It's just a little breezy today, but I got all the strawberries and asparagus planted in there. Brady was able to mow down the rest of the garden space for the most part, except for this back corner. So I'm hoping we can get that rototilled, but right now this was my main priority, was getting those in the ground because they were in the box. And then we have this really great rhubarb out here that I'm excited about because my other one I brought is tiny, but we're finding all kinds of goodies out here. So I've got asparagus planted in here, which obviously you can't see, but then I just planted some strawberries, and so there's some little strawberry plants in here. Once they take off they'll be easier to see, but the asparagus is in. They were growing in the box, so there's still some that are popping up through the ground, but that's our project today. Sunny and Bonnie are in heaven out here. We've just been moving T-posts and letting them graze. Good thing they're such good cows. But once we get fenced, this entire hillside up here, oh my hands are so dirty. This entire hillside up here, they'll be able to be on. And it goes up behind the house, and then that'll be their barn up there. Hi you guys. What are you doing? Huh? I know my hands are yucky. Do they smell like dirt? You gonna chew on me? Don't chew on me. Hi. Sweet girl. Sweet girl. Alright, we're up here at the barn. We've got this big pole barn. It's about, what did we say this was? 30 by 60? 30 by 60 feet. We're going to try to get some kind of fencing up today on, probably a little bit up on this hillside and up the roadway, which you can't see, but up this direction for the cows. But eventually I want to kind of split this barn in half and do stalls on the back side, and then kind of have like a run-in area on the front side for them so they can get out of the rain. And then the top half of this barn we will just store hay in for the winter time. But it's a pretty fantastic barn. It's all open on this one long side. Yeah. Brady's hooking up the solar box. We've never used one of these before, so hopefully we're using it correctly. But we just have it on the end of the barn here. And then we pulled the cows in here because I don't have a gate set up yet, but at least they can get out here and start grazing. Hi, Miss Sunny. Good thing they're so well behaved and halter broke. Miss Bonnie. Bonnie, what are you doing? So they'll have access to the whole barn, and then they've just got this little hillside fenced in, kind of up to the corner here and across. And then someday we will get the rest of the property fenced in. It'll be about 20 acres. So it goes up this hill, up on top is a hayfield, so it's part of that, and then it goes back behind the house on the other side. Are you all tangled up? You are all tangled up. All the dahlias I had planted in the black totes before we left. Finally got them in the ground. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 6 rows. And I don't even know how many down. I think there's 18. So, however many dahlias that makes. Hopefully I can get some flowers, but really I'm just worried about the tubers. I'd rather have lots of tubers this fall to dig up for next year. Don't be digging in my asparagus, please. You okay? Okay, so I think I've got most of the garden planted. There's some flowers I'd like to start from seed and see if they'll do anything this year, but here's a little wild. But I think I got most of it. So we have pumpkins over here. I thought I'd put them on the edge of the garden. That way they can kind of spread that way until I get it weed eated. And then I planted corn at the back, and we'll see if that'll grow since it's so late in the season. But then we did zucchini and butternut squash. These are a whole bunch of pickling cucumbers because we love to make pickles. And then I planted a row of dill seed in front of it. And then I've got a bunch of, this row is indeterminate tomatoes, so I'll put a trellis up when I get a cattle panel. But then I've got banana peppers and bell peppers, and then determinate tomatoes. And then I planted some marigolds in front of them. A couple rows of bush beans here that I should probably mark because I keep stepping over it. I threw some onions in the ground. I threw my raspberry bushes in at the end just so they had somewhere to go. But these will probably get moved to this back corner once, my hands are real dirty, once it gets weeded, because I guess there's some raspberry bushes back there. So I'll probably move them back there once I get that cleared up. All my dahlias are down here on the end. There's so many of them, but they did really good being planted in those totes so I could get them transplanted. And then we got all the asparagus and the strawberries planted along this fence line. And then I also planted the 2 grapes that I brought with us. One I got as a bare root, but this one's from last year. And so we're gonna see if that'll grow up and cover this fence line. And then the other one's planted on that post over there, but it's bare root, so it doesn't have any leaves yet. And I think that's it. Just kind of thrown together this year just to get something in the ground, but hopefully it'll do well. The soil is so beautiful here, I can't even explain it. It's like you just dig down and it's just this black, lovely dirt. It's got a bunch of weeds in it because we rototilled it all in, or the neighbor rototilled it all in for us, but it's the nicest dirt ever. So she also has a big giant rhubarb back here that went to seed, but she pulled all the stalks off of it, and it's huge. And then I brought a little one with me, so I planted that there. But I'm super excited. We love rhubarb, so see what it does next year. Maybe I'll divide it up and spread it. Well, that's it. That's the garden. We're gonna clear this back corner. The raspberries are back there, but I'd like to clear it out and put some fruit trees back in there. This is a giant chestnut tree in the back, and then there's a huge maple in this corner I'm gonna keep there. And then we'll cut all the box elders that are popping up. They're kind of popping up in front there. We're gonna clear all that out. But anyways, it's a beautiful garden. It's massive. I'm super excited to see what we can do with it. Oh, nice. That's pretty fun.